Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late, but I'm here now. Oh, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine, fine, fine. We got two in the house. Welcome to the two. So, how you all doing? And what are you going to finish the week off with? That's what I want to know. Today's Thursday, and everybody knows tomorrow's Friday, which is the last day of the week. So, mainly, what are we reading for the rest of this week and maybe this weekend? I will be doing a live later on for NFL and during the NFL game. We'll be updating you on scores. We're doing reading sprints. I hope everybody can make it. So that's the big thing, people. Now I will say that this is my morning and afternoon read. I haven't read nothing today, but that's what I'm going to be. That's what I'm reading. And with that said, I only have 11% of this done, which puts me on page 75, and so and right now it's still reading slow, but that's what I'm going to be reading during the daytime and afternoon when I'm taking breaks and stuff. Um, Now, with that said, I'll be reading this in the evenings, and I got it marked to where I can get it done by uh, tomorrow tomorrow night. Uh, so, um, and if that's the case, it'd be the second book I got done this month, and it would have only took me 6 days to finish two, which is good. But to do that, I have to get to 220 tonight on this. Hey, Haley. So, and then once I get done with this book, I'm going to be starting on Saturday with Dracula Undead, which is the sequel to the classic Dracula. So that's how that goes. I was hoping there's some people on here that want to talk books. Tell me what they're going to be reading the rest of this week and this weekend. And besides those 3 books that I just showed, I have 2 more over there for this month to read. Then I can get started on what I'm going to read on in November. Actually, you've been listening to audiobooks. You have to read ebooks. And that's good, Haley. That's good. I'm glad that you're listening to audiobooks. These audiobooks is better than nothing. Ebooks is better than nothing. That's okay, hon. But to me, they're just not. It's just not reading unless I'm holding the book in my hand. That's just me. I mean, there's a lot of us readers that way. Other readers prefers the ebooks and the audiobooks. So, what you been listening to? Hey, Chairman, how you doing? Oh, I'm enjoying the Bandito. Good, good. Glad to hear that, Chairman. But I got 3 books to go through the weekend with. I'm hoping to be done with that one tomorrow night. And if I can do that, it'd be awesome. And then Saturday, I start with Dracula the Undead, which is the sequel to the to Bram Stoker's Dracula. Okay, did you like it? See, there's some people that even will listen to audios while the sprints is going on. Well, that's okay, Chairman. I'm glad you stopped by then. But I'm just, I was getting bored. It was either lay back down or do this. Was it in 2 languages? That would like That would bite, that's for sure. I would be pissed. But like I said, Dark Companions, I'm hoping I can get that finished by tomorrow night. This is a collection of short stories by Ramsey Campbell. And for me to do that, I would have to read up to 220, page 220, and I'm only on 107. Awesome. Hopefully that one's in one language, the one that you understand. But tonight I'll be watching the game, telling people the scores, and be doing reading sprints at the same time. If anybody's interested, that's going to start around 6:37, somewhere in there. And it's still Street Night Marathon in my world. But you can read and you can read anything or listen to anything. It doesn't matter. Excuse me. Hey, Raves, how you doing, none? Okie dokie, Haley. So, Raves, what book are you reading nowadays? Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you are just resting today. Okay. Is it good? Now, I will say, if anybody gets a chance, read "The Only Child" by Andrew Piper, because that was a 5-star book for me. And I started this one last night. I'm hoping to be done with it tomorrow night. And then my afternoon and morning read is Stephen King's Dreamcatcher. Awesome. So that's what I read in the mornings and afternoons when I read. And this is what I read in the evenings. I'm hoping to be done with it by tomorrow night. And if I'm done with that, then Saturday night, I guess to do Dracula the Undead, which is the sequel to the classic Dracula. I never even heard of her, so I'm glad you're enjoying her work. But Andrew Piper writes horror, but The Only Child is more psychological. I will. I'll look her up. Martina Cole. I'll look her up, Graves. Thanks. Oh, but those are the three books I'm going to be concentrating on for the rest of this week and this weekend. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, I just figured to come on, and like I said, I only had two choices, three choices. I could be reading, or I could lay down and took a nap, or do this show, and I decided to come on here. Now tonight I'll be doing around 7 o'clock my time, between 6:30 and 7. I'll go live, and we'll be doing updates on the game, on the NFL game, and then be doing reading sprints also. So that's the big thing for tonight. And hopefully before I go to bed, I can get up to 220. Because if I can get up to 220, I'm pretty sure I can get to the end of it by tomorrow night. But right now, for Dark Companions, I am 33% done with that. And Dreamcatcher, I'm only 11% done with that. But I do have two more books over there to read this month. So that'll be cool. And if I get those done, if I get all six of my books done before the end of the month, I'm going to start on the two books that I'm supposed to be reading for November. And so far, I've been doing a lot of reading here lately. August, I read 6 books. September, I read 5. This month, I'm only done with 1, about done with 2 within 6 days. And I started them on the 1st. So that's always good when you can finish them that quickly, as long as you're enjoying them. No, I haven't started logging them yet. That's a lot of work. That would be a lot of work. I need to, that's for sure. Oh, I really do need to. I just haven't did it yet. And usually on my on my reading sprints, Paul's usually up here. Frosty, Frostbite, whatever you want to call him. He's usually up here co-hosting with me. So that's always good. We got 3 people in the house. Welcome to the 3. What's everybody reading for the rest of this week and weekend? Hey, Mumbo. How you doing, bud? Glad to see you. Haven't seen you around lately. You enjoying your spring? Awesome, awesome. I'm doing good too, bud. I'm doing good. So, yeah, I need to win this week. Try my best. On the NFL game. I should say games. I ain't sure when I'm going to go back to the gaming channel, Momo. It's not dead yet, but I don't know when I'm going to go back to it. Oh, she went blue. Hey, Rebel, what's up? It's okay. It's kind of slow right now. I'm only up on to page 75 of that book. It's kind of slow right now, but I'm hoping it'll pick up soon. I don't know, bud. I really don't know about that either. Right now, Terry can't. It's hard to hear him on a call, so we haven't been talking very much. So I have to wait until he can talk a little bit better. So, but after I get done with Dark Companions, I'm going to be picking this up, Dracula the Undead. This is the sequel to Dracula, the classic. It is wrote by Zachary Stoker and Ian Holt. Zachary Stoker is Bram Stoker's great great nephew, or should I say great great grandnephew? Uh, so that's what we're trying to get to right now. Is to read this and so hopefully I get to start that one on Saturday. And the main thing that this is going so fast for is because it's a bunch of short stories. When I got it, I thought it was just a regular, one novel, and it turns out to be a bunch of short stories. So tonight I'm going to try to read from 107 up to 220, and then I should be able to read from 221 to 318 and finish the book. Oh. Reading's going fine. I finished one already this month. About ready to finish the second one for this month. August, I read 6 books. September, I read 5, and I'm already almost done with 2 already. So for this month, hey, a lot of people can't read more than one book at a time, Raves. I just like to have a morning, afternoon book, and I like to read something different in the evening and night. That's the only reason why I do 2 books at a time, because I'd like one during day, then at night I like a different one. So that's always good. But a lot of people can't read more than one book at a time. Now, there's some people out there reads 5 or 6 at a time, and I can't do that. I do good to do 2, maybe 3, but I prefer just doing 2 at a time, or just one. But I am motivated to get that done so I can get into this one. So, yeah, you're not the only one. You're not the only one that says that. That's why it's great to read two different types when you do it. Even though Dreamcatcher is a horror, Dark Companions is a horror, but this is a bunch of short stories. And then this is a horror, and this is going to be about Dracula, so it's going to be so both of them can be different, even though you have the same genre. And Mumbo said the same thing. One at a time enough for him. But and you can tell I had more time on my hands. That's why I'm reading more. I did hire someone to take care of the yard for me, and he's doing an awesome job at it. And Raves, I've written 2 short stories. Remember, they're both published. And yes, I have thought about writing a novel or a collection of short stories, but so far I haven't did it. So I am a published author. For people that don't know that, it's okay. It's okay. My brain quits working every once in a while. But to say a book, I haven't really wrote a book on my own. I just wrote. So far, I've just wrote short stories. So that's 2 different things. But I just haven't been into writing here lately. Next month supposed to be NaNoWriMo, and I'm probably going to skip it this year. So it's always good. It's always good. So yeah, I was planning on doing a book of short stories. I even paid for the artwork, but if you're up tonight around 6:30, 7 o'clock my time, Raves, we're going to be doing reading sprints along with me keeping everybody up to date on the football scores, the NFL score. Okay, hon. Hope everything's doing good. I'm going to get off of here. I still got some stuff to do around here. And I might do some reading and see where that takes me. So I thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being here. And I'll talk to everybody at a later date, like tonight, between 6:30 and 7. So I'll talk to you all then.